Yeah, I mean, considering how we've seen just this week how much the press journey is, does it feel like particularly
foreign reporting budgets are dwindling, and never has security been.
Books about it, like Anthony Bourdain, but it's obviously
You see yourself in that situation?
Well, the first time's always weird. I haven't seen it in an audience yet, so there's always that extra pressure to honour real people involved.
I've never felt more pressure than taking on this role. I think because she passed away 6 years ago. That is very, very recent history for those who knew and loved her, and I am fully aware that my opportunity to conjure her as best as I can comes as a direct result of other people's loss. I think in a way my performance is an apology for not being her, because I think Matthew Heineman, our director, who's a documentary maker thus far, probably would have loved to have made a documentary about Marie. I think she really was someone people felt passionately about. Anyone who knew her, there was no one who was indifferent. So I felt a tremendous duty, I think, to not make her mine in any way, but to deliver something that was as close to Marie as I could muster. I think it takes a story like Jamal Khashoggi for people to think, to people to really bring home the risks that journalists take by being true to themselves and speaking their truth. Truth is under fire. We know that. In Syria, where Marie covered, Russian trolls are besmirching the reputation of the White Helmets. People who are doing the utmost good in a war-torn country. And if you happen to read the wrong piece of news, you'll read reports taking that image away. So, we need voices. I mean, Marie was always the one who could cut through and could always sort of puncture my bubble. I know that. So I'm just very proud to bring her story to the big screen. If Marie could have orchestrated a film of her life and chosen a day for it to be, released into the city where she lived and worked, I think, to have a sort of political, impassioned march happening on the same day, I think she would have loved it. 600,000 people were out on the streets today. I mean, that is just the kind of, standing up for what you believe, that Marie, that's how she lived. That was her mantra.
Anything that sheds light on this type of journalism, which is becoming less and less of a necessity, it seems, which is the opposite direction of which we should be going. And let's look at Syria specifically, where Marie died, and it says at the end of the movie you saw this morning, over 500,000 civilians have died since 2012. And people sort of tune off after a while to Syria. They've heard enough about Syria, and there might be a moment where they get a kid washed up on a beach or something that reignites a little bit of enthusiasm for the whole situation there, but then it goes away again. And anything that can promote the idea of people actually going to these places to tell us the truth and risking everything to do it is a good thing, I think.